should never gave this dude a mic. Here we go! He's killing it.
Watch out.
He's showing love and he's mad about it. Mad love. That's why we say,
Come on, man, you already know.
mad love. Follow QSJ Radio on Facebook.
Keep connecting with us.
Twitter and Instagram.
Dig that. Follow
At QSJ Radio.
I wanna be the man you finally say it to. The song that sings the words you didn't know were true. Wanna be the music that makes you move, dance and sway. The reason you believe, the chance you take. I know it's you I wanna pour my heart into, to put the love between I and you. You and I together, together, I and you. You and I forever, forever. There'd be nothing better in this world than if you felt like I do. So won't you put your love between I and you. I wanna be the man who keeps a smile on your face, the canvas for the world you dreamed of pain. Wanna hold your hand like the universe holds the stars. I'll always be real, please believe in my heart. You know it's you I wanna pour my heart into, to put the love between I and you. You and I together, together, I and you. You and I forever, forever. There'd be nothing better in this world than if you felt like I do. So won't you put your love between I and you. Baby, you know there's something between us. Come on, you know there's something between us. I know there's something between I and you. You and I together, together, I and you. You and I forever, forever. There'd be nothing better in this world.
Yes. Big shout out to everybody listening in. We have a special guest in the building. I gotta do the whole DJ thing for this one, guys, because I'm telling you right now, this is not a game. Got Nate DiRuzza in here. Some artists, they're performers. Nate is here and is a born entertainer. And I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna have some visuals going on. We're gonna have a lot of songs that you guys already heard. Some of our audience has heard already. But this is a different type of vibe. So what I've really noticed about Nate is there's a lot of folk history in here. There's a lot of country history in here, and almost a little bit of pop. But you know, it's all depends on what's going on here. And we're here to discuss his new album that is dropping January 31st, and my son's birthday. Oh man, he wants to be a writer too. But anyways, the title is called The One. Nate is letting his creativity steer the music and write a story on love and madness, releasing January 31st. I'm assuming all platforms, right, Nate?
Yeah.
So Nate, you've been doing this for a little bit and have really just kind of taken a lot of a lot of inspirations and drove them into one. I hear a lot of like Jack Johnson in there. I hear a lot of like,
Yeah.
I hear a
Right
lot.
on.
I hear a lot. I'm like, wow, like what's going on, Nate? First of all, where are you from? How, you know, and when was the first time you picked up that guitar?
From Alliance, Ohio. It's right outside of Canton, Ohio. Um, and let's see, picked up the guitar in high school. Um, I always wanted to play it, but I didn't really think that I could until my friend let me borrow his guitar, and I just sat down and learned how to play it because I couldn't, I couldn't play it when I first picked it up. I just had to figure it out. So that's pretty much
So you're
how
telling
it
me
went.
that you had a guitar, you let it collect dust in in high school, and you didn't play it. You didn't play it, like
No, my friend let me borrow his
borrow it.
guitar.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
I
then
never had a guitar. And so I always wanted to play,
yeah,
but I didn't really have one and I didn't really think I could. So
okay.
my friend let me borrow it and he said, give it a try. Just, look up some chords and try it out. And it was like within the first year, I was writing sappy love songs for the
Sap-
girl I liked.
Well, it all starts from there, right? The girl
Yeah.
that you liked. And now, we're not going to go into that too much history because there's a lot into that. But when you first wrote this song, did that person know you was writing songs for them?
No.
No? It was like a crush?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I mean, she knew I liked her, but she
Yeah.
didn't know I was writing songs about her,
Oh, okay.
I've never told one girl about the song I wrote for her. Not
Oh,
ever.
never.
Magician never tells
Tells.
his tricks.
I like that. If you just tuning in with us, we're talking to Nate DiRuzzo. We're talking about his beginnings of picking up the guitar in high school. For someone he liked, he started writing the sappy love songs. But there's Ohio. I could hear a lot of the Ohio in there because a lot of unorthodox styles come from Ohio. You've picked up your own style of not sounding too cheesy, basically like to the point, but with a curve. What was about your writing style that you knew it was different from everybody's?
Hmm. What about my writing style is different? I don't know. I feel like I come up with some guitar licks and melodies that I
Mm.
don't hear um, other people doing because I took these influences and just like not knowing I did it because I don't know what I'm doing, but
Yeah.
I took these influences, kind of combined them all into something that just came out. I didn't do it on purpose. So it just kind of
Just kind of
like
winged it.
Dave Matthews is one of my heroes, and
Wow,
like
Matt. Yes. Okay.
I learned so many Dave Matthews songs when I was learning guitar. I'm still learning guitar. It's never ending, but um, some of his licks that are really complicated and so hard to achieve some of those licks, and then you have to try to sing over top of those licks. And I learned how to do that. Just did it over and over and over, and that kind of bled into some of the licks that I come up with, and it's hard to sing over top of them, and you just have to. It's like a puzzle. You have to figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, it's I'm listening to some of the songs and I'm like, yo, he's really stretching that voice. He's really trying to figure it out, and it's like you can't tell he is. Like he's just going in. And I'm like, yo, who's this guy? Singing part. Like one is to concentrate. You said it's already was hard to get the licks in and to sing. When did the singing part come in? Because I know one comes before the other.
I've been singing since I was like born. I mean, I used to write songs when I was 4 years old, 3, 4 years old. I'd write gibberish songs. Um, I was my first like real word song was waiting for the bus the first day of kindergarten.
Okay, okay.
And I made up this song, and I said, "Mom, how much longer till the bus?" And she was like, "One more minute." And so I made up this song called "One More Minute."
Wow.
I was waiting for the bus for kindergarten.
Now on Cocomelon, Nate DiRuzzo. Big shout out to everybody listening. We're talking to Nate DiRuzzo about his early beginnings on this music journey. And, you know, we're getting a chance to talk to him about his album, The One, releasing this month on all platforms. So if you haven't yet, please, his information is right there, Nate DiRuzzo, at all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. The content is amazing. You know, I don't think that he does not take it serious. I think that he takes it very serious. And we'll get into some of that here in a moment. First time in the studio versus, you know, and I know studios could be different versions. It could be in the house, it could be in the bedroom, it could be somewhere. Like where do you believe like was your first studio experience and making a track? And not only that, how did you feel about that?
I was in college, and a friend of mine knew these two people, a husband and wife, who had a little studio in one of their bedrooms, and they were like, they had like the padding around the walls, everything. They were trying to, you know, make a business with it and everything. And I was one of their first projects. So I met them, and I had a bunch of songs, but I picked 8 of them, and we recorded 8 songs in their, you know, bedroom studio. And it was so much fun. I was like just having a blast. I was terrible, but and the demo is kind of terrible. You know, nothing against them. I was just not a good performer back then. You know, it just takes time and hard work to get your voice where you want it to be, and get your guitar licks and your guitar skills where everybody from college loved it. And people tell me they still listen to it and they love it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's garbage. Like,
yeah. You never know though. You never know. I mean,
yeah.
People, we definitely have some people that really like your songs. And talking about one of them right now, we'll take a little break. We'll talk about what's going on right now with Nate. Thank you everybody who's tuning in. Please make sure you got your questions ready. Do not let me ask Nate dumb questions, because I did not tell him about the game we play at the end of this. Okay? Please don't let him do that. This one right here is called Madness on QSJ.
I've got to be honest, baby. You've driven me past crazy. I'm here without you. And I know you're mine, but I never felt pain so right. It's so much that I got to kiss you like you're leaving. I'm going off the deep end, caving in this moment. Just thinking about the way you look, feel, taste, smell the sound of your voice. And I'm unwell, I'm mad. My heart is breaking, though we're fine. I want you to break it for the rest of my life. And that's madness. Well, here you are in my arms, but I can't explain the harm you're putting me through. And I couldn't tell you why this love hurts inside. So so much that I got to kiss you like you're leaving. I'm going off the deep end, caving in this moment, insane about the way you look, feel, taste, smell the sound of your voice, and I'm unwell, I'm mad, mad. My heart is breaking, though we're fine. Mad. 'Cause I want you to break it for the rest of my life. That's madness.
Definitely madness. Definitely madness. If you guys didn't know, that is streaming all over the place right now. And there is a video for that on YouTube. Go ahead and go to Nate DiRuzza and go ahead and subscribe over there. Check out his videos. They're super amazing. We're going to get to one video right now that is taking the world all over the place. People are copying and pasting it. It's amazing. But Nate, what is this song about? This is like very, very like, rather be in pain as long as I'm with you type of vibe.
Yeah, exactly. Hit that one on the nail. Yeah, just kind of you're so in love with somebody and she doesn't really like you the same way, and you don't care. You'd rather suffer the rest of your life with her than be without her.
There's a lot of people out there, different communities, that will say that means something else, but there is people that fall in love like that, and they really fall deep, and some people call it blind and things like that. So it really touched me to the point where I started thinking about situations and different things, and really knew that I was driving myself mad. Now, I also caught when you was explaining the song that it was also personal. Like, is almost every song you got out right now personal?
Yes.
And I'm like listening to this dude, and he's like, "Look, I'm about to say her name."
No way. I told you I'd never tell.
But is it hard not to write about it, but to like put it out there to remind yourself about these feelings?
No, because you get over it,
Okay.
Now it's just it brings back some memories and stuff, and in this particular situation, that girl and I were in a relationship, and she was the one, she was the one, and I could just feel the vibe that she didn't feel the same way, although we were in a relationship, and like everything's fine, but I'm going mad over this, because I can feel that as much as I think she's the one, I don't think she thinks I'm the one. So it's just, but yeah.
I don't
So
know.
that
I
one,
don't, yeah. I don't know how you put it in song though, right? Like, it's sometimes
3 o'clock in the morning. That's how.
Let's go. Was that recorded at 3 in the morning? Or
No,
written
it was
probably.
written. Yeah, I wrote it at 3 in the morning.
There's no way you got vocals like that at 3 a.m. There's no way. But yeah, I feel you.
No.
Oh man. So I'm if you guys are just tuning in, we're talking about Nate and his songs and things going on. When did it started? What's going on now? That song was released 2022 in the summer. I can only imagine what it was playing that, especially it was basically post-pandemic like venues, like people were just starting to come back out. Do you play that song live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've played it acoustically. So I have kind of, it's the same version, but the solo is more of a strummy, like picking pattern.
Yeah.
Rather than the you don't want to do a solo on acoustic without anything backing it up. So unless it's like a quick lick or something like that. But yeah, and I've performed it with electric, with the full band and stuff. And man, it's awesome. I love it on electric.
Wow.
If I have a band, it's got to be electric,
Wow. I can only imagine the ovations of the people that just like start passing out and crying because it's out there. If you guys is just tuning in, Nate DiRuzzo, please go ahead, follow him. Don't even listen. If you guys are gonna do anything today, just follow him. He got a long list of things going on. We're talking about this album, The One. Now, obviously, we're talking heartaches. We're talking love songs. This The One. Is that a message? Is that intended for a target person, or is that something that you came up with? How did you come up with the album name and the concept?
Well, each song is kind of it's a story, like the whole album. So it starts with a song about meeting a girl at Playa del Amor, Cabo San Lucas, on a beach, and you're like, oh my gosh, she might be an illusion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it just goes through the story of how, you get to know this girl, and then she starts playing with you and, like kind of using you and stuff. And then, so each song is about, different parts of my life, different people, different situations. But when I had all of these songs that the producers picked in a jumble, the 11 songs, I thought, let's structure this as an entire story. And it seemed to me, it took me forever to come up with that name. And it just kind of felt like every song points towards, oh my gosh, this is the one, the whole song, the whole album, she's the one. And by the end of the album, it's called Chasing Chances. And you're like, I'm done chasing chances with you.
Yeah.
I'm done chasing chances with the one, because the one is an illusion.
Yeah.
Not to be cynical or anything, but it's kind of like I don't know.
Wow. Yo,
Yeah.
Yo, listen, you guys don't understand. If you haven't been listening to these songs, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. You mentioned the beach, and then all of a sudden you release something. I think you released it just to see where it goes. But Playa del Amor, like you hit, like I don't even know the Spanish. I'm Spanish and I can't even say it because I don't want to mess things up. But Playa del Amor, that's like beach of love, right? Like Playa del Amor. Now you mentioned that is this setting? This is beginning story, things like that is. Because I got a feeling like, you know what?
Well, it starts off with Playa del Amor, and then the next song, which comes out at midnight tonight, it's called Chains on Your Wings.
Chains on Your Wings. Woo.
So that's track number 2. And so you're sitting at the bar, still at the beach, and she comes up and sits right next to you, and then you have a conversation with her, and you notice that she's kind of going through some troubles or whatever with, and I'm like, well, you got chains on your wings because you're an angel,
Yeah.
So, and then the story just continues. But yeah, each song,
where was he this summer? He was like, where was it? What was Nate doing? Like, who wasn't watching this guy? Yo, he was going through. Yeah, I know he was going through. Oh my gosh! Listen, let's introduce it. Playa del Amor on QSJ Radio. Holy, somebody get him some coffee.
The sun was setting yellow red. She danced like fire with music. On the beach, her magic whisper said, I'll lose myself at Cabo San Lucas. she's really here. 'Cause we're dancing and I'm losing what my heart has always feared. Playa del Amor, all I want is more. Playa del Amor, I want more. I want more. Through the arch I'm seeing heaven. Lands and sea begins. Love becomes the question. A place I've never been. Playa del Amor. All I want is more. Playa del Amor. I want Playa del Amor. All I want is more. Playa del Amor. I want more. I want The sun was setting yellow red. She danced like fire with music. On the beach her magic whisper said, I'll lose myself at Cabo San Lucas.
Nate DiRuzza on QSJRadio.com. Playa del Amor. He says it better than me. Let me tell you. So I'm taking it that this storyline starts at the beach. This storyline starts at a place, and you know, man, that was amazing. First of all, you know, a lot of people, when you see the title of Nate D, it's more of you know, the country folk, whatever, right? And then you hit them with this, and you're like, wait, hold up. I got some roots, bro. I got some roots. You know. So, what was that fun for you? Because I believe that, you know, that is also hard because you're almost kind of moving towards another.
That
genre.
was one of the most fun songs I've ever recorded.
Yeah.
It just, you know, when the production was all coming together piece by piece, I was just, oh my gosh, I'd never imagined in a million years that I would have a song. That's my song. That sounds like that. So
I can only imagine.
I love it.
That's nice. And you know, it's almost as if, yeah, it was fun, but a little hard, but you know, made it sound like ease. Of course, practice does that. But there's so much in there, and it's crazy. I don't, maybe the producers told you or anything like that, or maybe your own like history of music, but there's a lot of essence there. There's a lot of essence there. Like, you kept it so Tex-Mex type of, you know, you kept it, you had the long things, you didn't come with extra lyrics, you know, you just you brought the setting there and things like that. So shout out to you and your team and everybody who did that, because that was amazing. That was amazing.
Thank you.
There's people right now crying and they're saying that, like, oh, I could see that in a movie and I can see it riding into the sunset. Go into the sunset. All right?
Yeah.
Relax. Okay? Just drive. I'm probably gonna drive with that. I got a long drive coming up. Don't worry. I'm gonna listen to some Nate D. But anyways. So the one. You got all these things together. You're now on a promotional campaign for it. It's coming out this 31st. Still doing performances, still doing a whole bunch of things coming up. First of all, I should have asked this in the beginning, but hope you had a good holiday. I saw you was with your brothers and sisters, and everybody was chilling, right? And
Yeah, it was great.
yeah, that's good. I didn't do anything but yell at my kids. I guess that's a dad thing now, okay? But hopefully the new year is going well so far. The first thing that's going on in the new year, well, maybe the second or third, but the one. You've been waiting for this, the release. It's probably been a slow process. How are you excited? What are we hoping this to hear? Or what do you hope that everybody takes from this album?
Well, I just hope they can relate to it. I think everybody. I used to kind of be embarrassed because I sing so many romantic songs and heartbreak songs and love songs, and I kind of just was always. I performed them, but I was kind of embarrassed that why am I singing about love all the time and stuff like that. But then I feel like just recently I kind of just was like, you know what, that's the first song I ever wrote was the song like that, and I've been doing this for so long. That's just me, and I'm just gonna embrace it, and I'm gonna just let the world hear it, So yeah, that's just me. That's a lot of what I feel and what I write about, and I think it's kind of a meditation slash stress relief slash it's like a medicine to me to write a song about a situation that I don't feel good about, or I feel really good about. It's like something that kind of comes out that I can't explain, but that's just how I've always dealt with things. So I just embrace it. That's me, and I like it.
Well, I tell you right now, I know I can't wait to hear it. It's I've heard so many things of you already, and some of your past songs too, and I'm like, where has this dude been my whole life? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we gotta be pen pals or something. Like, you good? You good? Okay, yeah. I just checking. Yeah, right. Don't go to that beach anymore. Like
No way.
be the homie. If you guys are wondering where Nate's music is streaming, you got Amazon, you got iTunes, got Tidal, got Spotify, YouTube, and anywhere else. He's out there, and he's definitely follow him on social media, on the Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Everything Nate DiRuzzo. So are you on the TikTok now? Are you doing the tickety-tock thing?
Yeah. I resisted it for
Oh.
really long time.
Oh.
And I finally just started doing it, like posting and stuff, and I hate it. I don't want to do it, but
it's like work.
At least I'm trying. It just
Yeah.
I don't know.
I finally sent somebody a message on there. So I know what you're going through. I'm here, but I'm not.
Yeah.
It's
like you spend an hour or two trying to put together a good quality video, and you get 100 views, maybe 3 likes.
Yeah.
You're like, gosh, this is not worth it. I might as well just spend 2 minutes and go play the lottery. I mean, that'd be better odds probably.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's I guess everybody goes there for the numbers, and then the numbers don't show up. It's patience. I've seen people do it, and somebody's gonna listen to you one day, and you know, next thing you know, you're like, oh, what do I do now? I got a
Yeah.
feeling that it's gonna happen. Like I've no doubt, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I heard this new single, "Heartbreak," I said, "This
Heartless.
heartless, yes,
Yeah.
heartless." Listen, I don't know what the you was going through. I don't know how you put this song together. And big shout out to the video people that put, because I saw the behind the scenes and everything, and I'm like, oh my god, he had fun, he had fun, he had fun. The the song "Heartless," which we're about to show a video right now, guys, is a story of a person who wishes that they didn't catch feelings so easy. Um, and they wish that they were doing everything wrong to keep you. That's how I feel, because and you guys probably won't understand, but let me tell you, if you got kids in the room right now watching, it's okay. Don't it's okay. It's okay. But you gotta let them know this.
PG-13.
It is. So, you know, parental advisory, right? We're gonna play this video right now in the background, and we'll talk about "Heartless" right now. I've been playing this on repeat all day, so you might see me like lip sing it, whatever. But man, this is an amazing song. Let me fix you up real quick. Hold on a sec. So "Heartless." So how did "Heartless" come about? I put my perspective, but I know yours is better.
Um, it was actually the same situation as "Madness."
Wow.
That's the same, yeah, same situation. And I lived in this apartment complex, and my two best friends, Nick and Corinne, they lived in the same apartment complex as I did, and they were, I would always walk over to their place, like across the grass or whatever.
Yeah.
And after her and I like just didn't work out or whatever, usually I crank out like 5 or 6 songs,
Okay.
but I didn't even want to look at my guitar, and I just wouldn't play it, and I wouldn't write, I wouldn't do anything. And so they wrote a song for me
Whoa.
about that situation, and it was called
Wow.
"Heartless."
Wow.
And I just loved it. So
I
two
love this
years,
story already. Oh my god.
yeah, first time ever. It's always been me that writes the song, my feelings, and so I couldn't write. So they wrote this song for me, and it was my exact feelings. It was like a miracle.
Yo, that
And
shout to the
so
homies.
2 years later, I'm in the studio, and I asked the producers if I could put a song on the album that was written by someone else. And they said, we got to approve of it and everything. So you need to make it perfect. So I went through the song myself. I was at my parents' house actually I think it was, I was home for a family reunion. I was there for a week, and I sat there because their version was kind of on a piano,
Yeah.
and I made up that guitar lick. Wow, wow. And I just kept doing it over and over and over because I couldn't get it right. No, that's not right. Not for a whole week. That's not right. That's not right. And so finally, when I got the lick that's on the track, I knew it, and I just repeated it over and over and over. I kept recording it on my phone. And then I took their lyrics and kind of like just wrote my own version of it. Switched some things around and wrote new lines for different things, and um, I asked them that if that was okay, and you know
Wow.
they're amazing friends. So
Wow.
yeah, it turned out to be like, all three of us are writers on there, and it's it's one of my favorite songs,
Oh my god.
because it's no one's ever written a song for me before. So I was like, wow, I'm writing all these songs for everybody all the time. And somebody wrote this song. I mean, performed it the first time I ever heard it. They performed it at this little place outside of Nashville, and I was in the front row, and I cried. I was like, "Oh my gosh," you know, because
Wow.
I knew they wrote it for me, and
Wow.
yeah. So 2 years later, I recorded it, and they let me put my own spin on it and how I wanted it, and
Nice.
that electric guitar that's like crying, you know. So yeah,
If you guys
we're
are
all
ready,
three of us are really proud of it.
I'm proud of it. I'm proud of you guys. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Anyways, Nate DiRuzza, Heartless official video out, you guys. I dropped the link in the chat. You guys can go ahead and pin that, subscribe, everything. But here it is live on QSJRadio.com.
You pull me in, then push away. You're headed home while I lie awake. I'm falling hard, it's just how I feel. I say I love you, but you never will. Is the world trying to tell me something? Should I feel just nothing? I wish I could be heartless, so I don't have to choose. I'd always think of me and never think of you. Baby, I should confess, wish I could use you and be untrue, 'cause I wouldn't be in this mess if I listened to my heart less. If only my brain had all the power, there'd be no pain, and this wouldn't matter. I'd be obsessed with me, like you and your thoughts. But I wonder if you love me, or you love me not. Yeah, I wish I could be heartless, so I don't have to choose. I'd always think of me and never think of you. Baby, I should confess, wish I could use you and be untrue, 'cause I wouldn't be in this mess if I listened to my heart less. I wish I had no feelings, 'cause giving you up is what I'm needing. I wish I could be heartless. Baby, I should confess, I wish I could be heartless, so I don't have to choose. I'd always think of me and never think of you. Baby, I should confess, wish I could use you and be untrue, 'cause I wouldn't be in this mess if I listened to my heart.
Wow. Are you guys ready? If you guys saw the video, then you understand the vibes. Wow. Shout out to the videographer for that one. Shout out to your song. Shout out to the people that wrote it. If that was how you were feeling, let me tell you, wow. I know so many people that probably can relate to that song, and that's why I get so much love for it. You know, like, wow.
Mhm.
And that's coming off of the song, the album, the one that is dropping this January 31st. All platforms. We do have one song is releasing tonight, right? Tonight at midnight.
Yep.
And
Chains on your wings.
Chains on Your Wings. Oh my God, it's gonna be crazy. But anyways, big shout out to everybody listening. Nate, this has been really cool. But right now, I kind of gotta mess things up. And this is where I want so many of the people that are watching to take their time. To take their time. To take their time. Okay, that's me. To take their time and save Nate. We have to save Nate. Okay? We have to save Nate. If you can't save Nate, then you need to leave the chat. You need to leave the chat. Nate doesn't know what the hell we're talking about right now, but I'm going to let him know right now. Big shout out to everybody listening.
We have now started our fast round where our guests are asked a few questions about themselves that they wouldn't expect us to ask. Don't worry, it's not like that. Hope you didn't think we were that underground.
All right, here we're going to ask a few questions for Nate that has nothing to do with music, more about who he is as a person. And a lot of people like to ask this first question, which they're probably not going to ask because, first of all, they changed my stuff. Nobody asked you to change that, people. Nobody asked you to change that. But anyways, big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home to the unsigned artists. These are not supposed to get you in trouble, and you will win something. But I got to talk to your people. I got to talk to your people, which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool to say, right? It's kind of cool. All right. The first thing that I'm going to ask is cereal soup, why or why not?
Is cereal soup?
Yes.
No.
Why? Why not?
Because soup is salty and cereal is sugary.
Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. I'll take that. Okay. I'll take that. What is the sexiest and least sexiest name?
Sexiest name?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I don't know.
You can pass. You can pass if you want.
Sexiest name, Victoria.
Okay. Okay.
Like a sexy vampire named Victoria.
All right. We'll go with sexiest. No least sexiest. We won't do that. We have Brooke.
Least sexiest, Gertrude.
I'm trying to save people here. Brooke is in the chat and asking for one question: Reese's or Hershey's?
Hershey's with almonds.
With almonds. Okay. What secret conspiracy would you like to start?
Secret conspiracy?
Yeah.
Would I like to start?
Them late night TikTok scrolls. That's what happens. People create.
That I am in the Illuminati.
Okay. You hear it here. I am definitely reading the chat, and I don't see anybody trying to save them. What's invisible but wish you that people can see?
What's invisible and I wish people could see?
Yeah. Viruses. Oh, for real. Oh my God. So over that. I think I saw one from Wisconsin. I guess the first question was, do you sing at church?
I used to be in the choir growing up at church. And then I would help my mom when the choir like disappeared from our church. It was just like a few people that would lead, and I would help my mom sing in church.
What is the best Wi-Fi name that you ever came across? It's so random because people are trying to like, they're yelling at me in chat, but they're not typing in chat. They're yelling at me in chat.
Well, it's funny because my neighbor's Wi-Fi is Hitler's real nightmare,
Oh my god.
and I was like, I moved here, and I was like, what? Who is this? And I was like, I don't know what to think about that. This is kind of weird. So, but then him and I became like best friends, and I was like, who's this? Who's got that Wi-Fi? He started laughing his ass off. He was like, oh, that's me. I was like, what does that even mean? He's like, I don't know.
What? What does that mean? Oh my god.
He doesn't like Hitler. I guess that's what it means.
Okay.
Like Hitler's real nightmare. That was his Wi-Fi password.
We have Eddie from Chicago is asking, which two artists, living or past, if you had the chance to perform with, who would you choose?
Dave Matthews and John Mayer.
John Mayer, man. Got some choices out here. Would you rather own a lot of animals or own a lot of houses?
Houses.
And I thought mine were crazy. All right. In 40 years, what do you think people would be nostalgic for?
Hmm. 40 years, people will be nostalgic. Jeez, that's a tough one.
Yeah. I'm trying to find out what it is because I'm at 40 now. What do I miss?
Probably, I'm looking around my room.
Right? Right? I'm like,
Like, what's new around here that people are going to love in 40 years? Let's just say microphones,
yo.
because
Yeah.
that's true right now too. So I know that's going to be a thing.
Microphones.
Yeah,
What?
vintage microphones. Like a
Yes.
Neumann U87, a vintage Neumann.
Wow, nice. Yes.
40 years, you're going to be nostalgic for the same things. That's the best I got.
It's all good. It's all good. If animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
The rudest.
Yeah.
Probably. I used to have this dog that was a collie,
Okay.
like a lassie dog,
Yeah.
and she was nice and all, but she was such a brat.
Oh my.
Like she was so rude. You go pet her, and she'd just get up, like she didn't want to be pet. She'd get up and just walk away from you,
Wow.
and then she'd sit there, and she'd cross her legs, like she'd cross her paws, and just look all proper. I'm like, dang, like. So we loved her, but she was just a brat.
Oh my god! If you guys are just tuning in, you're tuning in right
So
now.
a collie dog, a lassie dog, the rudest.
Lassie, a collie dog, the rudest, and it has to be a female. No, let's not do that. That was my fault. Toilet paper, over or under?
Hold on, let me picture that. Over.
We got one coming out of my boy Studio. Steve is in the chat. How you doing, Steve? He's
What's up,
asking,
Steve?
if you could paint your style, what colors would be in your palette?
Oh, that is such an awesome question, because a lot of people see colors when they hear notes.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
yeah, like the color of I and U, since it's in the key of G, it's got a yellowish, like greenish tint to it. But like the songs that I hear in A minor have like a maroon color to them, and like F is like a kind of a maroon as well, but it's more like F is more like a pinkish color for some reason.
Okay.
C's are like bluesy, like blue. So I would have
Yeah.
the whole spectrum of colors.
Wow. Wow. Good question, Steve. Wow. I didn't
Yeah.
know. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, I'm one of those weird people. I see colors sometimes. I don't know if
Nice.
it's like, I don't know, like
That's lovely.
weird, but
That's lovely. Might want to paint one day. I want to paint. I don't know if you paint.
yeah. And it's weird because like C is like a darker blue, and B is like a light blue, and B is right next to C. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's kind of like what I'm picturing.
Wow. That's cool. That's nice. Whole
Mm.
spectrum, guys. Whole spectrum. Wow. I didn't even know that. All I see is white and black on the piano. Like everybody's everybody's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm wondering if I would have that if I play piano or not, or if it would be the same.
Wow.
But I don't know.
So wait, so you're strumming and you can see like wait, I just gotta know like how this looks like.
Yeah,
I'm-
it's definitely like a G chord and a D chord.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
the D is the fifth of G.
okay.
So the G and the D are very similar colors to me. They're both a yellowish. But like A minor is maroon, and it goes into like a I don't know if it's like a pattern or not, but I don't know, it's weird. Like I strum a chord and I can kind of just like I can see it just like looks like a color to me.
Wow.
It's
I'm not. I
messed
mean,
up.
I'm like, I'm not. Listen, this sounds really cool. Sounds really cool. So I'm just in my
Yeah.
head. I'm like painting this in my head.
But there's no like
No, but I'm.
super red.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no like super orange feel. They're all kind of like these almost like
Like-
not your average colors.
Like
It's not like
pastel.
wow, that chord sounds like it looks like complete like green like the grass. They're all like light blue is the B, like
Wow.
or like a navy blue, like a dark like those lights right there would be the in your room
In my
looks
room.
like a C or
Yeah.
like in the key of C.
Okay. I got a note in the back. Okay. I'm good. Seen.
Yeah, A is orangish.
Okay. Wow. I'm gonna paint you something, and you just make a song out of it, and it'll be fine.
But maybe that does make sense because
Yeah.
A is like a little orangey, and then A minor is maroonish. So you can get that's kind of the same like fiery colors there. Whereas like I don't know. I I don't know what I'm talking about.
No. It's
I'm
all
weird,
good.
man.
No, it's all good. That's really cool. That's really cool. I'm not even gonna lie. But Steve is responding. He's like, it's different per person. Your mood can change and affect it, and your state of being. Yo, Steve, you play guitar, bro? Like you ain't telling me? Like, you see the colors, bro? Like what? Anyways, it's really cool. That's really cool. Where this is. If you guys don't have any questions, please save them because these are gonna get really crazy. What's the best type of cheese?
I can't say which because I've tried some of those like aged cheeses that are like so good, and I love cheese, man.
Okay.
And but I would say of all the like the regular ones, Swiss cheese.
Swiss
is my
cheese?
favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta bring that back into my kids' diet because yeah, it's a deeper meaning than that. How many chickens would it kill? Would it take to kill an elephant?
uh,
I'll go to the chat. Even though
just
Vino
one
is,
if it's the right chicken.
it's the one if it's the right chicken. Brooke is asking Dr. Pepper or cola?
I don't drink soda, but when I do, I would choose cola.
Cola.
Yeah. Even though like Dr. Pepper is a pleasant surprise sometimes.
Okay, he's in studio mode right now. I like that. He's in studio mode. Oh, we have from Virginia Beach. If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Oh, I wasn't prepared for that one. I think it would be that my friends and family stay healthy, and that my friends and family stay happy, and that third one would be that I stay healthy and happy.
Yes. I'm gonna end that fast round right now. Thank you guys so much for the questions. Nate DiRuzza, we have 2 more questions for you, but before that, I do want to backtrack a little bit because one of your songs caught my attention. It's probably like a year release since then, but the song I guess I'd rather burn. The way that this song was written is like it's almost intentionally to throw somebody off. Like what was the story behind Guess I'd Rather Burn?
It took me like 10 years to write that song. Because I was going through some things when I was younger. And that song was so hard because you don't want to talk religion or politics. But you want to get a point across that everybody needs to accept everybody.
Yeah.
No matter what religion or politics you are, you have to, I think the world would be such a better place if, everybody, it wasn't so divided, and people aren't saying that, no, I'm 100% right, you're an idiot. No, I'm 100% right, you're an idiot. And it's like, I think my take on things is like, if anybody thinks that they're 100% right about things, they're probably not right. So it's just kind of, it's very in the middle. Try to be in the middle as much as possible.
Yeah.
To try to spread the word that, like, no matter what your political views are, no matter what your religious views are, we've got to get together and get along and everything. And if you're gonna pressure me into your opinions and your beliefs, then and you're gonna look at me as in, like, if I don't join you, I'm going to I'm whatever.
Yeah.
I guess I'd rather burn.
Yeah. Here it is. I Guess I'd Rather Burn. Nate DiRuzza on QSJRadio.com.
As Americans are frustrated over the slow vaccine rollout, Dr. Anthony
violent attack on the United States Capitol.
Of an immunization certificate for COVID-19.
This is censorship. Make no mistake about it.
Its first known case of the highly contagious UK variant.
Instigated what amounts to an insurrection.
Have to turn down the capability of these conservative influencers.
And now Biden begins his presidency with a deeply divided America.
Urban versus rural, black versus white, rich versus poor.
Slowly, democracy will die if we don't do something about it.
3:30, I can't sleep again. I look at my phone and I read the news again. All my friends, so many strong opinions, but they seem to disagree. Politicians, you better pick a side. My religion, I'll fight you 'cause I'm right. Can't you see? This divide creates the hell you blindly preach and sell. 'Cause I guess the eyes you're looking through decide if I'm righteous or if I'm the blind, misguided fool who's gonna burn. Well, I don't wanna judge people the way you do. The child in you turned into an undeniable, caught inside this big label that you boast about. But what you're hosting now is a world of doubt. So if hell is all I'll be without breathing out your terms, I guess I'd rather burn. You say a girl who's raised in a different language, a different way, isn't worthy? 'Cause she don't believe exactly in what you've made sense in your mind. Don't get me started on what you think of guys who marry other guys. They're not dirty, they're not sick, not wrong, not hurting, just a person who's in love. But I guess the eyes you're looking through decide if he's righteous or if he's the blind, misguided fool who's gonna burn. Well, I don't wanna judge people the way you do. The child in you turned into an undeniable, caught inside this big label that you boast about. But what you're hosting now is a world of doubt. So if hell is all I'll be without breathing out your terms, I guess I'd rather burn. Hold your megaphones and yell hateful words, signs up high that make people cry. Kill a man 'cause his race, and turn around and act like you're a saint. I don't wanna judge people the way you do. The child in you turned into an undeniable, caught inside this big label that you boast about. But what you're hosting now is a world of doubt. So if hell is all I'll be without breathing out your terms, I guess I'd rather burn.
Nate DiRuzza, Guess I'd Rather Burn. Song was released last year in the middle of probably what I think is, a rough time. A year anniversary of some craziness that happened, and, things that we tried not to talk about here. Not saying it's an elephant or anything, or we don't have the say-so, because I'm sure that I got the say-so, but I can understand the hard part of that. I have a group of friends. They're all from different places, and things get really sensitive. Even off of the smallest things as fictional characters. They were written for specific reasons. They were fictional heroes, and yes, directors and actors have brought them to life. But we have to remember that whatever, we could do that later. But big song right there, big song. And I wish that it got a lot more. And I'm probably sure that as soon as the one drops and everybody catches waves, that song is going to be where it's supposed to be at. And I can't wait for that. It's going to be really cool. The energy, the carefulness of writing, I just thought about all the people that I unfriended. I thought about all them. I thought about like the fights that I had, the comment section. I thought about all that because it's mostly that. And I like the setting in the video where it's late at night because this is where the thoughts are deeper. It's just you and that phone, you know, and I love everything about that. I love everything about that, Nate.
That was another one that was 3:30 in the morning.
It's a lot of 3:30s, man. This is a lot of 3:30s. Better leave those chips alone. They keep you up. But anyways, Nate, I got two more questions, and one is, you know, what's up next? I know the album's dropping here in about 21 days. And we'll be here for it. We got a song dropping in about 2 hours Eastern Standard Time. What's next what does 2023 look like for Nate?
My next goal is, I have two goals. After the digital album is done, I want to have vinyls be pressed and, you know, sell vinyls. I just want one for myself because I think vinyl sounds so much better than you know, because I don't have to get in all the audio stuff, but I'll listen to a record that I have on vinyl, and then I'll listen to it via Bluetooth from Spotify, and there are things on that vinyl that you can hear that just get lost in that Bluetooth Spotify. So, yeah, I really want to make a vinyl, and I have a lot of friends, all the people in the music industry, like music friends. We all have vinyl players, and we collect vinyls, and a lot of people do. Both of my sisters have vinyl players, so I want to make a vinyl out of this album, you know, just to have it. And I don't know if people are gonna buy it, but I want to make a few of them and put it up for sale on the website and everything. And if people want it, you know, hopefully if it takes off, people will buy it. And then the second goal is I'm going to do another music video for one of the songs on the album. And I have an idea for this one as well. And it's going to be awesome.
If you guys want to know where to find Nate, it's the website is there, NateDiRuzza.com. All the information that you guys will ever need to know. It's updated frequently, and things like that. Nate, you've been doing this a while. You probably met a lot of people at a lot of gigs, a lot of people that want to work together, a lot of people that, you know, contact. I'll contact your people and things like that. But you end up meeting the young or the amateur musicians, and they ask you for advice, and they say, Nate, how do you do this? How do you keep the motivation? How do you continue the dream? How do you see, you know, the four scenes? What kind of advice do you give the new artist that's on the way?
I think that you have to love it. You know, if you are gonna go into it without 100%, then, you know, like, pick something else. Because there's a lot of people that ask me about guitar playing. And I'm like, well, do you practice every night? Like, no. And I'm like, well, I mean, you know, most of the time I can't wait. You know, when I started, when I would come home from school, I could not wait to just grab that guitar and start playing it. And if you don't love it that much, you know, and it's just kind of a hobby for you where you want to be really, really good at it, but you don't love it that much to be that good at it because you're not going to put in the work. You're not obsessed with it that you're playing that thing every single day. So I think my advice is kind of like, if you know that you're super obsessed with this, then keep going and don't give up. You know, just find every single different avenue that comes your way, and don't put all your eggs in one basket, but everything that happens, happens for a reason, and just don't give up. I thought about giving up like 100 times, but I haven't, because it's just, I'm obsessed with it, and it's what I love. So I think you have to have that drive like deep within you that you're obsessed with this,
Yeah. Nate DiRuzza, everybody, Nate DiRuzza. Nate, it was incredibly fun to have you on here. Thank you so much for sharing your story, your songs with us. Definitely those deep love songs and heartaches, because that takes a lot for people sometimes, and it's been really cool to talk to you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, Dave.
Hey,
it's
man,
been fun.
It's been madness. It's been
Yeah.
madness. Oh, we'll talk soon, bro. We'll talk soon. I'm gonna end with madness. If you guys, again, just remember that Nate is dropping new music tonight. Please go ahead and stream it. Help him out. He got people helping him out. And it would be really cool. I'm definitely gonna check out some stuff because I'm traveling, so I'm probably gonna try to catch one of your shows, and then I'll be like, Nate, remember me? And you'll be like, no. And I'll be like, okay, it's whatever. I'll be good.
Hey, man, people come visit me down here in Nashville, and I remember them every time.
All right, I'm there. You know what I mean? I'm there. Don't worry, I'm going to have a haircut.
You better come see me.
I'm going. Trust me. We'll talk soon. You can hang up
All right,
whenever.
awesome, Dave.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I've got to be honest, baby. You've driven me past crazy. I'm here without you. And I know you're mine, but I never felt pain so right. It's so much that I got to kiss you like you're leaving. I'm going off the deep end, caving in this moment. Just thinking about the way you look, feel, taste, smell the sound of your voice, and I'm unwell.
He ain't no DJ.
Let's bring out the main course.
He sure acts like one. Traffic light. Traffic light is spinning everybody. Send those tracks in now.
You've driven me past crazy. I'm here without you. And I know you're mine, but I never felt pain so right. It's so much that I got to kiss you like you're leaving. I'm going off the deep end, caving in this moment. Just thinking about the way you look, feel, taste, smell the sound of your voice, and I'm unwell. I'm mad. My heart is breaking, though we're fine. I want you to break it for the rest of my life. And that's madness. Well, here you are in my arms, but I can't explain the harm you're putting me through. And I couldn't tell you why this love hurts inside so much that I got to kiss you like you're leaving. I'm going off the deep end, caving in this moment, insane about the way you look, feel, taste, smell the sound of your voice, and I'm unwell, I'm mad. My heart is breaking, though we're fine. I want you to break it for the rest of my life. That's madness. I want you to break it for the rest of my life. That's madness.
Nate DiRuzza, Madness, on QSJRadio.com, home to the unsigned artists. Nate will be on, definitely, he'll be live everywhere. He's out there in Nashville right now. Some artists are performers, but Nate DiRuzza is born entertainer. If not by music, by jester. A genuine creative with the heart of a dreamer. DiRuzzo thrives on connecting and artistry. He creates a standalone sound, drawing inspiration from various genres and idols like John Mayer and Jack Johnson, and uses his strengths in introspective songwriting. Man, let me tell you. This dude, he's killing it right now. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't even be serious right now. Do you hear these songs? Fire. Anyways, streaming all over the place. Stop being a hater. Go over there and stream your boy. Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com.
It's the Navigators through the mic. Here we go! He's killing it. Watch out! He's showing love and he's mad about it. Mad love. That's why we say, come on, man, you already know. Mad love.
All right. Big shout out to everybody listening. Thank you guys so much for that. People watching in and tuning in and all that stuff. And you know, we're here. We are live. We are live right now on Twitch, on YouTube, and 2 Facebook pages. So wherever you guys are at, thank you guys so much. I do not understand why people are like super shy in the chat, but it's okay, you know? And I love how people take the time to try to yell at me when I'm supposed to be concentrating. It's really, really not fun to do that. So please, next time, let's try to keep shit calm. I'm trying to be like cool. This is kind of a outlet, not an outreach for me. So please do that favor. If you guys haven't yet understood, that behind the scenes video that Nate got is incredible, and it's like they're just talking. But anyways, it's very, very true. Please do me the favor. It's like it almost really makes me want to quit doing this thing. I'm not going to front. Like, you guys got to understand. People tried it before, and I stood in the middle of a fight for like 7 months. And, you know, something happened last month, and I kind of said, you know what, maybe it was my fault. Maybe I should have talked. But I'm starting to realize that it's not my fault. Like, I need people to understand, like, this is totally something that I wouldn't do to y'all. You know what I mean? Totally something I wouldn't do to y'all. but you know, it's all good. Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. I see Daria Lynn is live, so we're gonna go ahead and raid Daria Lynn. Daria Lynn is definitely in the chat. Heavy. She's probably like, this motherfucker about to raid me. But you know, part of Mad Loves, part of the Creative Kingdom. I'm gonna go get some homework done. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some homework done, and we're definitely gonna do whatever we can to show love. You know what I mean? If you guys haven't yet understood what goes on, those raids are right there. Big shout out to everybody who is on the amazing Facebook pages. We are going to shut those pages down right now. It's just, you know, so we can see the video later. And thank you guys so much. Thank you guys